What's going on? Welcome to Totally Blitz Podcast. We gonna be talking UFC Nashville that went down this weekend, and I just happened to be with two boys that happened to be there live themselves. And as always, go down, like and subscribe, comment your thoughts on the card. Also, give a follow to Bourbon Bud MMA, who's collabing with us once again. And as always, I'm Paul Pickham, Wyndham Contra, and I'm joined with.
Hey man, you already know it's your boy Kev, Water Boy's your boy, aka the Don PYE, but everybody knows me as the People's Champ. You feel me? And I enjoyed a fucking awesome birthday in Nashville. This shit was a vibe. Shout out everybody in Nashville, all the cool people, all the random people that told me happy birthday. You guys are some cool people. Everybody that was at the card. I ran into this dude with a Yu Yu Hakusho shirt on, and we had a 20-minute. We almost had a 20-minute conversation about the show until we heard the next fight start. So we had to go run to our seats. But who else are we in this motherfucker with today?
Oh man, you know what it is? It's your boy Knuckles, aka Dylan, aka whatever the fuck y'all want to call me. You know who it is. Representing Bourbon and Bud MMA, man.
Hey Paul, I had an intervention with Knuckles, but I was like, bro, we gotta stop having people call you Dylan.
Yeah, it's gotta be Knuckles.
Well, before we talk the fights that happened and everything, I want to hear about the fights that I heard people went to sleep. I heard Romeo put somebody to sleep. I heard
I told you
leg kicks being thrown. I saw some videos of rear naked chokes on Alex.
Yeah, Romeo Mac put me to sleep with an arm triangle, bro. He put me. Yeah, I tapped, but before I could like get out of it, or before he let go, I slept.
Right, so fun facts. One, if I learned anything about Romeo Mack, is that pussy is power to him. Like, so he was only out here for one thing and one thing only. You feel me? It was crazy.
Yeah. The age-old question I need to know: who brought the bigger guns to the show?
Oh, I ain't gonna lie to you. You know I can stay strapped the fuck up. You feel me? But niggas had sleeves on all weekend. So
damn, Romeo Mack went sleeveless.
That nigga, what's it called? I had sleeves on all weekend. I was like, you're right. I haven't been hitting this gym this summer like I was supposed to. I'm not even gonna get into no arguments. But you know what would have happened if I got started on this?
Yeah, no, because you don't know these two boys during the lives. Almost every episode eventually comes back to Kev, you flexing? You put your guns away. And then next thing you know, it's the gun show. Who has the bigger gun?
And I be telling them, like, it's my natural arm. You feel me? I don't need to flex. You feel me? But but Knuckles, we're not gonna get into that yet. Don't worry. Next time we see each other, we're gonna get the comparison. You feel me? We'll have a bad bitch judge. But so this is the thing, right? So comedian Romeo Mack, pussy is power. So that's all he gave a fuck about when we was out there. And what we learned is that even though there are millions of bitches on our side of this part of Nashville we was at, the Broadway, there's literally a sea of hoes. But they really not trying to do nothing. They're all out of town motherfuckers, and you got to have a different type of game or something like that. But there's a sea of hoes, you feel me? So many. But comedian Romeo Mack is like 10 minutes or so. So after about like 5 or 6 bitches, one thing I will say, this bird got game. He had girls spitting up laughing. Like, I was like, what the fuck did he say to her?
Comedian Romeo Mack.
Yeah, but I was literally looking at sometimes, and I was like, what the fuck did he say to her to make her start dying laughing? Dude, nigga's nice. He's nice with it. I was that. But he's only giving me 10 to 15 minutes. After that, he's on to the next one. So maybe after like 5 or 6, 10 to 15 minutes. Motherfucker, I'll save it for the recap on the Romeo Mack show. But there was a point in time where he got into an argument with some white bitches about being racist. Motherfucker. So it's time to go home. So this man is upset. So he's talking with his dogs on the phone. He's like, man, fuck your fucking Haitian homies. They didn't help me. And nigga was talking about me when it came to getting bitches and shit. And then motherfucking, he was like, man, I'm finna get home. And these motherfuckers better be up because I'm finna fight all they asses. And when we got there, they were all up, but they beat us to it. Like, these motherfuckers were already on 10. Alex was over here throwing leg kicks.
Tag in, Romeo. Just in time.
Alex was throwing leg kicks everywhere we went. Like, you feel me? They was already on that. So when Matt came in, it was just we getting started. So like, I'm over here wrestling Max. I'm not gonna lie. Even though I am the champ, that boy Max caught me with a body triangle and caught me with the in a rear naked choke with the chin under the chin was under, but I wasn't ready for the body triangle. I was like, oh, this is why they be doing that shit. Okay, stretch the motherfucker out. So Max hadn't made me tap the first time. And then the second time, I would have won, but I didn't know no submission. I wrestled the fuck out of this motherfucker. Like, the wrestling A1 for sure. But like, I just don't. I don't
No
got no
submission though.
I pulled a Kamaru. I got down there, ain't know what to do, and I'm just like, there's no time, there's no clock. You feel me? So like, I could have 45-50 them. You feel me? But that boy Max, I was like, bro, you got it. I'm throwing in the towel because like I ain't got nothing else after this. So then you get the Knuckles and Romeo. So the Knuckles are already fought with Alex, and Alex and Knuckles were throwing kicks in their shit. Leg kicks, checking kicks. And I'm just sitting there thinking like, yo, how did this happen? Like, are we that drunk? Too late. By the time Romeo, Knuckles and Alex are done, Romeo, Mac, and Knuckles are going at it. Like, do. And I'm talking, I don't know how Knuckles got taken down, but they end up on the floor, and before Knuckles could even like lock in his patented arm bars, because he was getting Alex out of the arm bars.
Dude, I was getting Alex with those arm bars.
Think about it. That training, that AT&T Romeo Mac fucking came out of nowhere. You would have thought he had a gi on. I'm talking about he immediately got the arm triangle and got to choke it. And that bitch was tight. Bitch was tight. And Knuckles was not about to tap. We're looking at him like, bro, you have no championship on the line. Like, tap. Like, what you got going on? Like, live to fight another day. The second this man Knuckles taps, he pretty much did what
Justin Gage
ended up doing. He pretty much tapped and immediately went out. Like, he tapped and immediately went out. And we're looking like, hold on, buddy. You good, Knuckles? You all right? You Gucci?
Get the water.
Yeah, like, hey, let's get him up. Let's help him up, y'all boys. Let's help him up. And then you would think, okay, somebody just blacked out for a second. Maybe we should stop. Fuck no.
Ain't no.
The motherfuckers were fighting for another hour or so until like we all got tired. And I ended up Max passed out. Knuckles passed out. Motherfucking, I went outside to go smoke. Alex, his brother Lo, and Romeo Mac ended up joining us outside. But yeah, it was a fucking. That was the first night. Our nights of fighting was better than the card, in my opinion.
For real, it was.
If we had a couple cameramen out, I'm telling you, we could sell it for at least 65. It's 65 a pay-per-view. I'm just saying. Bourbon and Bliss.
Dude, it was the real Twitter FC for real. Like we were going hard.
Was this in the living room? Was this outside? And like,
this was all in the living room. And there's a lot of shit in the living room. Everything I own, my laptops, electronics, is literally right there in the middle of our octagon. And it didn't hit me until Max pulled all my shit to the side, and I was like, "Damn, that was almost tragic."
Well, shit, that it spilled over into our bedroom a little bit too. Max and Alex were going at it. I actually had Alex in a belly down armbar on the bed. Like he comes up, I'm like trying to sleep, and he's like grappling me. I don't know. This after I went to bed, and next thing you know, I just got him in a belly down armbar. I'm like, tap, bro. I ain't let go. Go. And then we went back at it.
Use his arm again, tap.
Then we went back at it in the living room, and I had him in another armbar. I got him in an armbar twice. But to be fair, he got me in an arm triangle later. So I guess I'm susceptible to arm triangles between him and Romeo Mac. I can't do it.
See a little flaw in your game. You can tweak it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's the reason why I fell asleep during the card. Like I seen better fighting the night before.
All right, Knuckles. Right. Who was down in the most beers, or who was down in the most drink?
Well, probably me. I think. I'm pretty sure. I was hitting. I know that before we even went to the card on Saturday, I had 7 shots. So I had 7 shots, and then I had like.
And he was mixing tequila. I had the Tito's.
Tequila, yeah.
Bourbon, because these motherfuckers are bourbon and bud.
Yep. And I shotgunned a beer too to start. Like to start the day, I shotgunned a beer. That was the first thing I did. I cracked it open. Like what? 10. Yeah, for real. It was. Yeah, I'd say probably me.
I'm talking. We went to Publix and he was like, "Damn, I probably shouldn't have took that shot 2 minutes ago."
Yeah, I took a shot before we even went out to go get burgers and shit. Yeah, dude, I was cooked. It's either me or Max, me or him.
And shout out Max, the grill master. That boy spazzed on them
burgers. Bro, y'all had like 50 burgers. I was like,
this man Max did not play. Like there was only like 8 of us. Max did not play. He was expecting 30, so he cooked for 30. You feel me? So we in this bitch fucking up burgers. I'm in this bitch 4 a.m. fucking up burgers, and them bitches work good. And he threw that Cajun season on it, so they had that little spice. I was like, ooh, this how I'm going to Nashville.
It was so fucking good. Those ones with the pepper jack cheese on them.
Oh,
fucking,
my God.
dude, they hit.
And he threw the sausages on the grill because I like me a
Yeah.
glizzy. That boy threw Italian sausages on the grill for the kid. He was like, he came to the table and said, "Where them sausages at?" No pause was necessary because we already knew what time it was. Threw them bitches on the
That's
grill.
right.
Gobbled the glizzies.
Yo, we caught Alex in 4K. Caught him gobbling on the glizzy on camera.
Glizzy Warrior.
he got caught up.
Yeah, that shit was tragic. That's just at the house. The Airbnb was fire.
Oh, dude, yeah, that place was lit, man.
Well, it sounded like the experience of Nashville was a 10 out of 10.
Oh, for sure, Nashville. I love it.
But
I'm in a double life there.
As actual ongoers of the show, how do y'all rate the card itself? Experience 10 out of 10.
Oh yeah.
Recommend. Let's go first.
Man, I mean, I had a fucking blast. I missed a couple fights because me and Romeo were doing our thing, and we were spitting some game on these security guards and shit.
Getting close to security, smart.
And then I'd say I'd probably give it probably a 5 or 6. Like the actual fights probably 5 or 6, but like the overall experience 10 for sure because the whole thing was like it was a blast. But when Tatiana fucking finished Jessica Andrade, that place was booming, you know.
Dustin Jacoby's KO was booming.
Dude, yeah. Dude, oh my gosh. I was losing my shit when that happened. Dude, I had Kennedy winning that fight, and then, Dustin just goes out there. I was like, damn. It was good. Like the finishes were good. The finishes that did happen were good. It's just I came in on the tail end of because me and Romeo were out spitting game. I came in on the tail end of the Diego Lopez fight, and that place went wild.
Oh, they missed the Diego Lopez. I was about to bring that up. Yeah. I was going to bring that up.
Yeah. Kev, what do you rate the card?
I mean, I rate the card for what it was. So, like, the card that we went to probably one of the most, like there's probably going to be, like, 4 or 5 cards that you remember for sure this year. You're going to remember UFC 290. You're going to remember Vote versus Islam, whatever that one was. And you're going to remember John Jones, you're going to remember Gaethje, and you're going to remember Izzy versus Alex. Gaethje versus Dustin. And then you're going to remember Izzy versus Alex. Like, these are cards that just were fucking phenomenal. They could low-key, like, the build-up and everything that was there needed. Like, if it wasn't for fucking the power slap taking up some of the market share, motherfucking these would have been, like, really, really, really look forward to cards. So, like, I didn't come in with those expectations. I treated it like it was a fight night. Like, I treated it like, I should be able to go use the bathroom when I feel like it. Or, like, comedian Romeo Mack found this crazy cool smoke spot. So we fucking missed like the Audie Osborne sub to go smoke real quick. And like, so for the card itself, like I'm gonna give it like a 7.5. I thought it was enjoyable. I also looked at it like it was a fight night. I wasn't expecting there to be nothing but crazy finishes, even though sometimes fight nights are better, like the Kansas City fight night. You expect that.
Dude, that shit was.
But what I don't like is that these whole ass motherfuckers on every motherfucking podcast I've watched have been talking shit about the crowd. Like, yes, we go boo. Y'all boys was tripping. Like, what you mean you finna take? We watched. Everybody was talking about, oh, I can't wait to see if Cory can like get out of these positions fighting Umar. And then it was like, oh no, Umar. Oh shit, Cory versus Rob. Oh, it's about to be a stand-up battle. Oh, it's gonna be lit. This is gonna be better than Cheeto versus Rob. Cheeto versus Cory. Nobody expected these motherfuckers to wrestle for 5 motherfucking rounds. Like, you feel me? Don't get me wrong. You tore your pec, you hurt your elbow, whatever was going on. I understand, but damn, of course, nobody saw that coming, so people was upset. We was booing like a motherfucker, probably. I'm talking boo every round, and that's when it got worse because even during the decisions and everything, people were booing. I was sleeping. You feel me? So like, I hate that everybody's hating on the card. The card was straight, but I hate that everybody's hating on the crowd for reacting to the card. Like, we can't hear John Anik and them boys. Like, all we see is the fights, and the fights aren't. And the most entertaining part of the fights is your walkout. We might be a little upset, homie.
Facts.
No, but I mean, there was 3 fights that to me were the crowd pops and are the back-to-back fit like all the finishes on the main card. But outside of that, it was a very long card. I'll say that.
Yeah, it did feel long. It did feel long, yeah.
You know what's one fight that everybody was excited for the entire time though?
Which one?
Billy Q.
Oh yeah, dude, Billy Q. I ride
Billy,
with you.
Billy Q motherfucking blew the roof off this bitch just with a walkout. Like Billy Q was lit. Everybody was like, "Let's go, Billy!"
Yeah, and what was crazy is that was like, I mean, if any card is Damon Jackson's card, that should have been Damon Jackson's card because he's a local boy, you know, kind of local, I think. But nah, everybody's there for Billy, and Billy, you know, that fight delivered too, though. That fight was so good.
That one was exciting. There was a point where Damon knew he was getting beat on the feet. He was trying to do other things, like shoot the takedowns and stuff, but Billy was just rock him, sock him style, bro. Just really lining it up.
Yeah,
I mean, especially after that first round too. Billy kind of got dominated in that first round.
And he had Matt Favola in his corner, so when people saw Matt Favola in the end, people were going crazy.
Steamroller.
They just fucked with Steamroller. They fucked with and then Ray Longo's boy, everybody was rooting for that boy, even though he was like he took the fight off 4 days' notice.
Yeah, Dennis Bazooka, yeah.
And then the crowd definitely popped with Diego Lopez after getting kicked in the nuts, bro. That was like he took all the time, bro. He got kicked in the nuts. Like that was a legit shot. It came back and with a vengeance, locked in the fucking what was the triangle?
Flying triangle. Shit was insane.
How was that watching that live?
No, that was everybody's favorite fight. That didn't win. That should have won fight of the night if I didn't check to see what did. But everybody went insane. And everybody fucks with Diego Lopez. Nobody don't like Diego Lopez. So everybody was just in that bitch going crazy when he walked out till when he got down triangle. But one funny ass moment was anytime they showed Aljo on the screen, my boy got so bad. So bad. I'm like, damn, they not even fighting like Sean O'Malley.
No.
Anytime they showed Aljo on the screen, because they did it twice, just to make sure. And if you count the time when he was because he was cornering Bazooka, he was in the ring too. Anytime there was some Aljo screen time, boo, boo, you suck, boo.
Oh, dude, I was fucking flipping the birds, telling fuck you, yo, fuck you, yeah.
Yeah, me and Max's old roommate, we was like, I don't understand. Like, greatness sees greatness. I don't understand. Greatness recognizes greatness. Like, we're just in this business. I disagree. That's just me. I disagree.
Dude, as soon as somebody pointed him out to me, they're like, yeah, that's Aljo down there. And like immediately I was like, fuck you. Like yelling, fuck you, Aljo. I hate that dude. I mean, I don't hate nobody, but I don't care for him.
And the crowd went insane when Michael Chandler. When they showed the crowd went insane. Michael Chandler, yeah. And Vrabel was Vrabel from the Titans. So there was a couple of hitters in that bitch. So
I think Jamal Hill was there too, but I never saw them put him on the screen. Like I'm 99% sure I saw Jamal.
I definitely heard he was here, probably from you. But I definitely heard he was there, and then nobody ever seen him though.
Yeah, he was with that dude in the yellow bucket hat or whatever. Yeah, if I remember right. He was in a white shirt. But then we got to meet Eric Anders on Friday. That shit was wild.
Oh, y'all always posted up with Eric Anders. That's fucking dope.
Yeah.
Romeo pointed him out. He's like, hey, he's a UFC fighter. And then everybody's like, whoa, Eric Anders.
Yeah. Oh, dude. He's so fucking big too. Oh yeah, bro is huge. Cool people. They got him listed at 6'1". There's no way that motherfucker's just 6'1". Because he was like, yeah, he was bigger than me. I'm 6'3". He was bigger than me. I'm like, nah, that's fucking bullshit. This motherfucker's like, yeah, he's got to be 6'3". And then, he's coming on our podcast soon too. So y'all should hit him up too. He's fucking cool. He's cool guy. So.
And fun fact, Paul, Knuckles is fucking huge. Like Knuckles is like 6'3", like 210, 215. Like Knuckles is fucking huge.
The unit
guy. That's right.
He just got that beer gut FedEx body. He got that dad bod to the floor.
Dude, for real, bro. My fucking arms are like long as shit too.
That fucked me up. Knuckles is huge. Alex is short.
Yeah.
Max is like what you expected. So it's like medium. And then medium Romeo Max is short, but he's not as short as he makes it seem. So like he's like normal height, but like I don't know how to explain it. It was just very interesting. And nobody expected me to be as tall as I was.
Yeah, you were tall as shit. I was like, this motherfucker's tall. Yeah. Yeah, Alex, when he first walked in, I think I said something to him. I'm like, man, God damn, you are short. Something like that. He's like, fuck. And then I think the first thing he did was like kick me when I said that. I'm pretty sure he did.
That's probably what started the entire night off. That right there.
Dude. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I don't think anybody was really ready for it, but it was great. Nothing but vibes. People's. This is all family shit now at this point.
Oh, for sure. We ride, dude. Fuck yeah.
Well, let's get into the card, Palu.
Yeah.
How did you feel about this shit?
The card, it was like I said, it was long. And like every time I looked up, I felt like I was seeing like the same people fighting for like a good minute because I was at work while trying to watch it. But then I got home, I was able to watch the main card at the house, but I was hyping up Cory Sandhagen's fight, hyping it up. And then for the wrestling domination, I was just like, this was not what I sold at all. This is not what I was telling the people. So it kind of left me with a sour taste in my mouth. I do know he was injured, so like I don't trip too bad when I see like the actual injury to his arm. And it does show like he can wrestle like a motherfucker if he just dominated for 20 minutes of a 25-minute fight with one arm. So it is what it is. Tatiana Suerez is 100% back. I do want to like that. Well, the biggest question mark I think coming out of this whole card was just like, who's next for Tatiana Suerez?
Man,
give it Grasso.
No, she's at 115 now, so she'd have to fight Whaley. I think they should do her versus isn't Dern at 115? Is Dern 115, right? Or is she 120? So, yeah, Dern's one. I think her versus Dern would be great because Dern looked fucking impressive in her last fight against Angela Hill. Looked a lot more aggressive. So that's a fight I'd like. I'd like Suarez versus.
Did Dern get fucked up by like a couple fight nights ago? Zong?
No, not Zong. Who did she?
Yan Shannon. Yan Shannon beat her.
Yeah. She's about to fight Whaley. So yeah.
Yeah, it was a splitty. It was a
splitty.
Let
Tatiana get another dub, and then go ahead and get the winner of Whaley versus Yan.
Yeah.
And do it somewhere random too. Do that bitch in like Texas.
Right. Yeah, dude. I would fuck with that. Yeah, I'd like. Shit. Whaley's fighting Lemos in Boston, so Yan Shannon doesn't have an opponent either, unless she's waiting for that shot. So, which she probably is. I don't blame her because she needs to get it.
I want to be surprised.
They're gonna set up if Zong defends like a UFC Singapore 2.
That'd be solid. I was gonna say Singapore's coming this month too. Forgot about that. I think it's later this month, isn't it?
Stay blessed. The Blessed Express is coming.
That's right. Right.
What's up? So we all give the card on the Raider. It wasn't mid, but it was.
Right.
What fights we breaking now? What fights we talking?
We already talked the ones that I feel like were worth talking about on the card. To be honest, the Diego Lopez, the Billy Q fight. Then we talked Tatiana's submission, and then we kind of already hit on Justin Jacoby's quick ass first round of KO too.
Nah, say less.
Oh, the Durden and Hadley fight, that was pretty wild too. That was a pretty decent one.
Oh, I had Durden winning as the underdog in that fight, but I actually didn't get to catch it. So what ended up happening?
So yeah, Durden. I mean, I think Hadley had moments, but Durden just started fucking him up, wrestling him, busting him up, and Hadley kind of looked a little. I think I would say he looked drained. He looked a little rough. And I think that's what the difference was. I think it like really kind of took. I think his weight cut took it all out of him. But yeah, we talked to somebody who saw him the night of weigh-ins after he weighed in or whatever, and said that he looked kind of rough. They met him in person, so that could have been it with Hadley. All I know is Durden's been looking better and better with each fight. So, but yeah,
Blood
Durden
the motherfucker.
yeah, he just wrestled the fuck out of him, and it wasn't like boring either. Like he wrestled and was like going aggressively. That's the one thing I will say about Cody Durden. He doesn't, when he wrestled, I think it was Charles Johnson, energy, but it was a little bit boring, but not terribly. He's a dog, dude. I think he just hit the top 15. He's in the top 15 now. They just ranked him after that card. So, I could see him getting into the top 10, especially if he keeps improving. He's not like super old. So, yeah, Durden's pretty good. I think Hadley will bounce back too. I think he should consider a weight change maybe, because if he's going to struggle like that to make weight, but
Time to move up.
Yeah.
He's still young too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. God, he's like 24. He ain't that old.
But yeah, man, I mean, to break to go into a little bit more, to go a little deeper into a couple of fights, motherfucker. One fight that really caught my eye was the Sean Woodson and Bazooka fight, because motherfucking Bazooka picked that bitch up 4 days notice and that's a terrible weight cut. I couldn't imagine doing that shit in 4 days. But Sean Woodson, low-key, didn't know who bro was before this. And I think if he continues to fight like this and look that well, he might be a little decent. Might be a problem in that weight class.
Fun fact about Sean Woodson, one of my friends is his boxing coach. So
really?
yeah. Shout out Cody Keeney. He's his boxing coach. It's pretty cool.
I was about to say, bro's only 10-1 right now, motherfucking. And shout out your boxing coach, bro. Bro landed 36 strikes to the head. So like, motherfucking, doing something right.
Yeah,
but,
I mean,
bro's 10-1 right now. Like, no,
he's lengthy. He's a long, lengthy motherfucker.
Yeah, 6'3". He's 6'3", right? And he fights at 145. Yeah. Yeah, I'm 6'3". I ain't making 145 ever in my life. I'd be lucky to make 170. Shit.
No, that shit is fucking interesting. That fight was interesting. And Bazooka, I don't think that's like a knock on his shit even slightly, because you know how Dana White loves the motherfuckers that do him favors now.
Oh yeah, 4-day notice. You can't. This is not who Bazooka is, and he still does his first or second UFC fight. Like he came up Contender Series and won one and lost one.
And he's coming out of that Ray Longo camp with all those hitters. So like he has some good dogs to spar with.
That camp is hit too right now. That camp is doing good. Like all of them, dude. They're looking fucking like killers. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, bro, that's probably like their first loss in a while. Their boys was Spino eating, Aljo's eating, Marab is eating. Like that whole camp is doing something out there. And they got their dudes in PFL and shit that was eating. And they had somebody else on this card. I don't know who though. That was
oh shit. Well, Billy Q's out of that.
Oh yeah,
out of that squad. Yeah.
So yeah, they got a lot of hitters right now. And then Billy Q, after coming back after that L, because who he lost to? Edson Barbosa?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got knocked the fuck out. Yeah, in Kansas City, he got knocked out bad.
God damn. So you've seen Billy Q fight twice. Like, you feel me? So like him coming back from that fight, what is he like? I don't know his record in the UFC, but like bro's pretty decent. Coming off the Contender Series.
Yeah, he's only like 6-2. He's still younger in his MMA career.
So yeah, Billy Q was a problem, motherfucking. And then what about
Billy Q's 18-5. I thought talking about Bazooka. Bazooka's 11-3.
But,
yeah.
What are you gonna say, Knuckles?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say Billy Q's actually got a pretty. I mean, he's like.
I thought you were talking about Bazooka.
Yeah, he's got a pretty decent career going. I mean, 18-5, and he's beaten some decent people. Like I think he beat. Didn't he beat? Oh gosh, dang it, Alex Hernandez, right? Yeah, I think he beat Alex Hernandez. He beat. He's got some names on his record. And they thought he was going to beat Edson Barbosa, but we saw what happened there.
He was a favorite.
Yep.
No, that's fire. And then what about Jeremiah? Wasn't he winning this fight?
He was up until on my card. He was winning that bitch up until the.
Yeah, no, he was. I think he was like borderline dominating,
like fucking mauling him, picking him up, moving him where he wants to put him.
Yeah,
and that's what Jeremiah Wells does. So like this loss, I don't think hurts him. Just like you gotta tweak the game a little bit, but like he's still the mauler that he's been. Like he's still like the wrecking ball that he's been in the division.
Carlson Harris is just dangerous, man. Carlson comes out,
off his back.
Yeah, and they've said that. I mean, they've been saying that. I think the only person I've seen absolutely run through Carlson Harris is Shavkat. That's the only person I can think of, and that was a spinning wheel kick. I mean, so for Wells to, I'll say for Wells to do what he did, and then Carlson just sneaky.
Yeah, that was pretty fire. I fucked with that fight. I was shook when he got, because we all stood up for that. That was one of the moments that really woke me up. I was like, oh, what the fuck?
Yes, sir.
We're not even gonna talk about Tanner Boser.
I am barely here. If you know, you know.
Oh shit, I'm tired too, bro.
Hell yeah, and then motherfucking, but yeah, that was the card, man. Sandhagen's fight was just, he had to do what he had to do to win. I think
he dogged him though. I'll give him that for one arm, man. Dogged him.
45-50, bro. Like, and you can make the argument that he 45-50 Cheeto too, besides for that one crazy ref that gave that one judge that gave Cheeto the fucking split.
He's tweaking worse than me.
And then he said in his interview, like, before that, he fucked up Song Yadong. Like, cool. Like, he's showing that he's killing these motherfucking fighters, but I don't know what's next for Cheeto. Is it Cejudo? Is it a Marab? Is it a motherfucking? Do they wait for to see if Aljo vacates the belt against after
With
fighting
Sandhagen? He don't give a fuck who it is.
Oh no, he'll fight. Honestly, I was gonna say they might try to run that Umar. I don't know. Umar is kind of the king of pulling out a fight, so they're probably gonna give Umar somebody like that matches up with him better. So, or matches that like can defend his takedowns. So, or make him fight a lower ranked opponent. So, but Cory probably O'Malley after he beats or loses. I predict he's losing to Aljo. So yeah, I'd say he's probably gonna get O'Malley if he loses to Aljo.
So it's Sandhagen versus O'Malley for the vacant belt, or would it be for Marab?
I think it's gonna be Sandhagen versus O'Malley for just another fight, because I think that they're gonna be kind of pissed off at. I think they're kind of I know for a fact Dana's kind of fucking pissed off at Sandhagen for how he did that fight. He left her in the fourth round of that fight. That's how not happy he was.
Sandhagen might be kind of on the back burner based on that performance. I don't know. It depends on two things: the winner of the Aljo and Sean fight in 2 weeks from now, and Dana White, how he's gonna feel. Does he give him the benefit of the doubt because he does put on great performances and he was injured, which I think he will. And then I think he'll just, if Sean wins, he gets him. Like, I think he'll fight Sean unless Aljo gets the rematch. I just think the whole whoever wins that fight and the drama that will come from that fight is gonna be what is the biggest question first before Sandhagen.
And we got to remember, Sandhagen's out for 6 months. He said on Ariel Juan he's gone 6 months for sure.
Yeah.
So there's a lot that can go down. There's a lot that can happen in those 6 months. Like, you could get a Aljo versus O'Malley, and then you might even be able to, because Marab will be back by then. So then you get O'Malley versus Marab. You might get a motherfucking Cejudo in the mix, because Cejudo needs to come back. But I think that's what makes that division so crazy. I think 155 is the best division because it just has so many hitters, and then people that aren't even ranked that are hitters too. But this card is just so close in motherfucking. Like, they're so close in skill. Like, they're really, anybody can kind of beat anybody in this card. It's just who has the best night that night.
Yeah. Facts. Well, hey, boys, I got to get ready to dip. Not trying to get out on y'all, but I got to get ready to dip. So,
we gotta get out of here. That boy Paul's already gone. He'll be there. But appreciate Knuckles for stopping by.
Yeah, no problem, man. No problem.
Stopping up with us. Man, go make sure you turn into them. Where can they find you at, man?
You can find me on Twitter at Knuckles_Stan, or just look up Knuckles with the fist emoji. I'm sure you'll find me. I'm on Instagram too. If you look up, I think it's just Knuckles on Instagram. Probably find me. I don't remember what my handle is on there, but I'm sure it's linked on my Twitter, or my X.com, whatever the fuck you want to call it now. X, yeah, But most of the time you can catch me on Twitter. And also check out Bourbon and Bud MMA. We got our own Twitter and Instagram and all that shit. We even got a TikTok if you want to check us out. So,
yes, sir. Man.
Appreciate y'all having me on here. appreciate y'all having me on for real.
For sure. But it's been a vibe, man. This has been another episode of Totally Blitz Podcast. Happy birthday from motherfucking Nashville. That shit was a vibe. One of my favorite birthdays.
Happy birthday, Kev.
Appreciate
Happy
it,
birthday,
man.
bro.
And shout out, appreciate it, Knuckles. And shout out everybody else, man. This has been Totally Blitz, you bitch.